welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today I'm with you. I thought we could do a stepper card using the new collection from our lovely Julia. So I have lots of bits here all ready to go, and yeah, there is a new paper pad. So if you've seen any of the other videos to do with this collection, do check them out because it'll show you everything that we have. So these are just sort of a few bits that I have left. So I've just come on to make a final card, yeah, before I sort of go on to something else. I love having a really good play with everything when I do this. Oh, I think we're gonna have to use her. We haven't used one of her, and do you know what, I'm gonna keep this very sort of simple because most of the stuff that I'm using is it's the rose for her. So we're actually using Gloria. So let's use Gloria's stamp. So she has the rose, and I think I want to stick with the purples and the pinks. So most of the mix that I have done for our lovely Julia are very busy, but I'm thinking, looking at this, let's bring in some of these as well. But I'm thinking let's do something a little bit more plain. Just because there's a lot, like I'd like to sort of just focus on the stamps for this one. So what is hers? She is I'm Too Fabulous, which I'm so happy about. However, happiness blooms from within. I like that. So I think I'll use that one. Definitely use the Fabulous. Bring in some more of those. What else? Oh, we've got, so I'm just going to focus on all of these, yeah. So I'm going to use quite a few different things actually. I'm going to use the polka dot florals and the dotty daisies. So I think I want to use this flower here. I already have some made up. So that one's off dotty daisy. So we're going to use that. I think I'm going to pull out the stamp, the border stamp, this one. So we're going to use the stamp in this one. I'm also going to pull out, I might add some of the hearts. But I am going to pull out Gwendolyn's leaf and flower stamps. That's what, I mean, they're already made up. And then we're going to use Gloria's I'm Too Fabulous to fit in. And then the other sentiment, Happiness Blooms from Within, comes from the polka dot florals. So that comes from there. So that's what we're going to use in this, and I think that's all I want actually. Might even add a few of the vines in. Let's just, yeah, let's see what happens. I'm just pulling some leaves. There's some of the vines out. There's some of the hearts. Right, okay, I think I've got enough to work with. So let's have a play. Right, the first thing I want to do is I'm going to bring in this border stamp. So this border stamp is just divine, and I think we should do some stamping. But what I'm going to do is I want to do some I'm going to do some purple stamping. And I'm not going to look for perfection in this, because if I look for perfection it won't happen. So we're going to go with a cactus flower. So that's what I'm going to sort of do, and try and make sure we've got plenty of yeah, plenty of ink on. I'm just going to come in just on this corner. Now I can't really tell because my stamp is orange, but that is fine. Oh yeah, so we're just going to make up our own background using this stamp. So again, just along this edge here, we're just going to press it. I am off camera, I do apologise for that. Oh, look at that. I mean, doesn't that just make a massive difference? So I'm just going to, I don't know why I've just inked all that up, because I've just realised I'm not going to use it all. So stick that bit on there, and then let's do that bit there. Oh, and let's drop it, shall we? Okay. Oh, I like that. Absolutely love that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my ink pad and I'm just going to go all the way around. Well, actually, I don't know if it'll be all the way around. Let's see if we can. But I just want to include some of that ink in because it's just gorgeous. This is one of my favourite ink pads, actually, coloured ones. I just think it is really, really nice and pretty. So this card base, it was already pre-made, so I'm not sure how you would make these, but I'm sure if you put a type in side stepper card, you will find how to do it. I'm gonna have to learn how to do it, but yeah, this was just in my stash. Oh, I love that. Right, okay. Love, 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 love. So now it's just a matter of, because we already have our bits and pieces already together, it will just be now a matter of yeah, layering everything up. But before I do, I just want to bring in, I'm just going to bring in my Copic markers. I'm going to colour in these flowers. I'm not going to do any fancy shading or anything because this card base really isn't the right thing for that, but oh, I just love it. Okay, so all the way around. I do need to bring in a nice yellow as well, so it's just the flowers. I'm not colouring anything else in because there is ladybugs on this one as well, so, but yeah, I don't want to bring in any other colours. I just want to sort of bring in the different shades of like purples and lilacs and things. So I might actually colour that middle in with a lilac. So this purple that I'm using is it's VO5 and it's a very similar shade to the ink pad that I have used. So yeah, it will choose a different colour for a different sort of purple or lilac-y colour for the centres. So just colouring these little bits in really does make all the difference. But I love the fact that we have that little border die within. I mean, if you've got any other stamps of Julia's, most of them do come with border dies, so you can create so many different backgrounds with them. It's just fab. Okay, and then we've just got this little bit here. You don't have to use Copics either, it's just what I have. You can use any pens, it doesn't even have to be an alcohol ink pen. It could just be a felt tip pen. So like I said, I'm just using what I have. So I'm going to use my V15, and this is what I'm going to use to go in the centre. So this is more of a lilac-y colour. So I'm going to use that. Now Lucy is due home, so Quincy is on guard duty waiting for her. And when she does come home, you'll know because he will bark like an absolute monster that he is. No, he isn't. He's gorgeous. He's my little boy. And he knows it. He gets away with so much. Spoilt, I tell you, spoilt. Nearly as spoilt as Lady. Well, actually, both my doggies are spoilt. So yeah, so a nice chilled out card today. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? I mean, doesn't that look really, really nice? Let's just add a little bit of colour. So what I'm thinking is we're going to have her there, and I don't think I want anything else. I think if I want anything at all, it'll be, we have a flower with some greenery. That's it. That's all I'm thinking of for her. Okay. Something like that maybe. And then on these steps we can have our different flowers, so like so, and bring in this one just there with a little heart. We need it in threes, so I think that there. Oh, I'm liking it. I am liking it. And then we have another little heart there. I don't want a blue heart, but I do want the roses, so we'll have a rose in why not? And we'll have another pink heart there, so that gives us our 3s. I'm just wondering whether or not to sort of bring in, which I think so. Oh, right, I don't know about you guys, I am loving that. So what I'm going to do, because it's going to end up jumping up, I'm just going to hold that there. So not touching at all, not touching anything else with it. No, I don't want to add anything else. Right, let's start and stick this down. So I do have my glue. And what I'm going to do, I did have my Nouveau glue, but I'm not quite sure what I've done with it. So I'm going to start sticking from the top and working my way down, because I don't want anything to sort of move. So that on there. And then I'm going to stick, I know that it sticks over here somewhere, so like that. And then I can then put some glue on the back and stick that where I want it. So I know that that bit is, we'll have to cut along the bottom, but that is fine. And then we're just going to pop some glue in there and just stick that on there like that. Again, start at the top and work our way down. So I'm just going to put the heart, that's just going to sit on that flower. And I know that I only want this stalk bit to be glued, because otherwise it will be everywhere. Right, okay, I can lift it up because they're done now. But if I hadn't have put that on there, these would have went flying, basically just like what that's done. But I do need to lift them up just so that we can glue these down. Okay, there we go. So that's that. So I'm just going to pop that on there a moment, and then I'm going to have that there. Right, okay. So I know that I want this underneath, so let's do that. So a little bit of greenery, so just there. Then I want this piece underneath that. So I'm going to have that come up here like that. We've got this little leaf as well, which actually I am going to change from how I had it and just shove it there. Right, okay. And then let's glue this piece down. So that can just glue up in the corner. And let's glue our gorgeous Gloria down. So looking all glam. So let's stick her just there. Okay, and then last but not least, let's pop this down. But I am going to have this one raised up. So let's use some cardboard for that. That's going to go there, and then I'm going to stick that just there like so. Now I can remove that and have a look at how our card looks. So I'm just going to stand it up. Oh, that looks really, really nice. That looks so beautiful. Last thing is I'm just going to use some gems, because I think it'll be nice to add some gems on. If you haven't got the gems, then you could use Nouveau drops. You can use anything. I'm just trying to use up some of my gems that I have. So yeah, I'm putting loads on, you know, and I don't even know if I've got all the same colour. Where's mine? Oh, there it is. So, oh, we do have pinks and purples, so let's just put a random selection on. Oh. Right, if I do that, it should turn them over. But these are just pearls, so they're flat back pearls, and most of these were actually gifted to me in Happy Mail, so it's really, really good to use them. Oh, got some more darker ones, and then there's one more. Oh, there's a dark one, so you can go there. I want a light one and go there. And I'm thinking one definitely there. and maybe one there and one there. Okay, so let's see, what are the colours? Oh, we've got a white one, so that can go on that. Pale pink one can go there, and we have one more dark one can go there. Right, perfect. Loving it, absolutely loving it. So there you are, guys. I can't believe it's only taken me 15 minutes. Wow, how cool is that? But I mean, I have done most of the work, so like the colouring in and stuff. Now we do need to get rid of that, otherwise our card will not stand up properly. But yeah, there you go. So a card with a bit of a difference. So we've actually, instead of right, I'm just going to, I have a stamp cleaner, which is awesome. So I'm going to clean this stamp. So I got this in the sale when Tonic Studios had a huge sale on every day, and I have to admit I really like it, and it is keeping my stamps nice and clean. So yeah, anyone who has it will know how cool it is. Right, yeah, so you know, even though these are giraffes, nothing tells us that we have to colour in our giraffes in, you know, pinks, in yellows and oranges. I mean, it's the first thing we do. It's the first thing that I did. However, I've coloured them in blues, in reds, in purples, in pinks, and I just love them. And it just goes to show, you know, you can make a really funky card with, you know, just using similar colours. Yeah, do you know what, I'm chuffed to bits with it, I really am. I have just realised though, as I'm putting this away, we have no sentiment on it, guys, so why won't you go in? That flower is stopping that going in. Right, so we do have, I've got it so that, where have I put my lid? Never mind. Yes, I want happiness blooms from within, definitely. So I think that's just going to sit across there. So let's stick that on. And then I'm going to decide whether or not we're going to have I'm Too Fabulous to fit in. But I do like that happiness blooms from within. I think that looks quite nice there. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to fussy cut this out like so. So all the way around like that. So I love fussy cutting my sentiments. I say it nearly now in every single video that requires a sentiment. But yeah, I just love it. Right, okay, and done. Because I'm thinking, could we have that as well? Or actually, yeah, let's do it. Let's just stick it on. Let's yeah, live the dream. Let's just go for it. Oh, I really love. Right, last thing I want to do, I just want to check the colour of this pen. What are the colours that I have? So, aha, this one's more like it, if it'll work. These are my IT's gel pens, but I'm finding I'm having lots of issues with them, with not working, because I've never used them. Come on, work. This one is the perfect colour as well. So I tend, if you rub them between your hands, sometimes they work, but yeah. After using these, I have to say I do not recommend them. I much prefer the cheaper gel pens. These are just horrid. I really don't like them at all. See, that's terrible. That's never been used. This one, see, this one is a cheaper one, but it hasn't had its lid on. Oh, this is so bad, isn't it? Oh, Paper Mate. What colour are you? What colour? Oh, you're a purple. Cool. Let's use you. Oh dear. Right, that one seems to work. What else do we have? Let me see what else I have that's sort of in front of me. I think they're all, yeah, I'm not quite sure where I've put my gel pens. I've moved them because that's the type of thing I do. Yeah, let's just go with this. So I just want to add in a border around it. It's just that little extra something. So I'm not really, yeah, oh, I think that's lovely. So it's not like a scruffy border, it really is just like a line border with a few little lines where I've made a mistake. But it's just to frame it. That's really all that it is. So I am just framing. Okay, yeah, love it. Oh, I'm very tempted to put some, no, don't, you're going to ruin it. Stop it. Behave yourself. Put them down. Right, okay, that is me done, guys. Oh, honestly, do you know, I always do it. I always end up getting so carried away that I want to add more and more bits. So here is Lucy. So just in time for me being finished. But yeah, I hope that you've liked my card. That is stuck. There we go. It is something just a little bit different, but I just think it's so beautiful. Thank you so much for spending the time with me, and I will see you again in another video very soon. Do check out the description box for all the links. Yeah, and I'll see you in my next video. Until then, happy crafting. Bye.